set. Well, you know, I had a little bit of a thought as you guys were walking down, and I do find I have a lot of responsibility in my role. A lot of weight on my shoulders. After all, I'm the one signing the paperwork. So it's kind of embarrassing, but I really have to. If that's a question, Eric. She told you about the medical school debt, right? Oh, okay. We're all good then. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Well, here we are, and it looks a lot different than we probably expected it would look like a few months ago, no less a year ago. And I'm sure Caitlin and Eric are relieved they have found a way to make it work. This year has been a colossal challenge, and we hear a lot about how tough 2020 has been. But I would propose there are some positives to 2020, and I don't want to diminish any of the tragedy that has fallen into some of these communities. But I will say that it's challenged us to find new ways to connect with those that we love, as we're doing today. And it's given us an opportunity to slow down, think about new hobbies, new projects. I know Eric apparently built a wheel. I don't know. And for the first time, probably ever, we've meticulously calculated our precise toilet paper consumption rate. And that's a skill that will surely serve us well during the zombie apocalypse. And we found a way to make it work here. And today is no exception. And now let's be honest about this. I am probably the least qualified person to be commenting on marriage and what it means. I'm not married after all, but and I don't really have any access to any wisdom that anybody else wouldn't have access to. But I've got your attention, so we're going to give it a shot. When Caitlin and Eric asked me to officiate, I didn't hesitate to take up the opportunity. And I have to admit, though, I had a lot of writer's block about what I would say. I mean, what is a wedding really? Most would suggest that a wedding is a union of two people under God, but without that religious undertone, why do we have a wedding? Well, ultimately, it's a legal proceeding where we join the assets of two people who decided they are better together than they are on their own. But I'll admit that seems a little unromantic and dreary. So I'll put some more thought into it, and I have a theory. This wedding is a celebration, not of a new beginning, as many would have you think, but of success already achieved. All of the hard work of cultivating a healthy and loving relationship led to this moment. We have gathered here today to appreciate and honor that success. When you wake up tomorrow, you will not feel any different. And indeed, nothing has changed. You are still the same couple who you were today, and you'll be the same couple each day thereafter. So if I had advice to give to you as you head forward after this ceremony, I'd tell you to not change a thing. You've already done the work to get here today, and as long as you go forward with the same effort you've shown to get here, you'll continue to have success. And despite these challenging circumstances, I am thrilled today to celebrate with both of you. And Caitlin didn't much appreciate me growing up. But I'm glad she's finally come to her senses and allowed me to be part of her wedding. That's all I have to say for now. I think Kaylee has something she would like to read, so I'm going to let her have the floor.
Right. So I have a poem that was suggested by one of these lovely people and might be somewhat apropos for them. This is called How Falling in Love is Like Owning a Dog by Taylor Malley. First of all, it's a big responsibility. So think long and hard before deciding on love. On the other hand, love gives you a sense of security. When you're walking down the street late at night and you have a leash on love, ain't no one gonna mess with you. Because crooks and muggers think love is unpredictable. Who knows what love could do in its own defense? On cold winter nights, love is warm. It lies between you and lives and breathes and makes funny noises. Love wakes you at all hours of the night with its needs. It needs to be fed, so it will grow and stay healthy. Love doesn't like being left alone for long. but come home and love is always happy to see you. It may break a few things accidentally in its passion for life, but you can never be mad at love for long. Is love good all the time? No. No. Love can be bad. Bad love. Bad. Very bad love. Love makes messes. Love leaves you little surprises here and there. Love needs lots of cleaning up after. Sometimes you just want to get love fixed. Sometimes you want to just roll up a piece of newspaper and swat love on the nose. Not so much to cause pain, but just to let love know, don't you ever do that again. Sometimes love just wants to go out for a nice, long walk. Because love loves exercise. It will run you around the block and leave you panting, breathless. Pull you in different directions at once, or wind itself around and around until you're all wound up and you cannot move. But love makes you meet people wherever you go. People who have nothing in common, but love. Stop and talk to one another on the street. Throw things away, and love will bring them back. Again, and again, and again. But most of all, love needs love. Lots of it. And in return, love loves you and never stops. Like we do. We love you all. You guys are wonderful. There's lots of people that love you and that support you.
Definitely one good dog.
And one very good dog.
Why is she being so good?
Okay, if anybody here would like to object to the union of these two, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Anybody object on
Okay.
Zoom?
Zoom, let's give them a. Make sure, okay, if you're on Zoom right now, you can unmute for a while. Make sure you unmute if you want to object.
No.
Okay, nobody wants to. Well, then it's time for the reading of the vows. And I think Caitlin would like to start.
Yeah, we'll try. Okay. Eric, as I stand here with you today, it doesn't matter that our plans may change. All I'm going to do and the love and support of some pretty amazing people. You are my best friend, my travel buddy, and my quarantine partner. But you're more than that. You are the man who wakes up early to walk the dog every morning so that I can sleep in, and who makes the bed for me, including this morning, even though you don't understand it. And who is patient, even when I don't deserve it. And who always makes me feel beautiful and loved. You're truly the love of my life, and these last 10 years have been an incredible adventure. So as we continue this journey together, I vow to grow and learn, to compromise and learn from you. I promise to build a home that is filled with support and joy, and to be there for you when joy is hard to find. But most importantly, I promise to love you every day, especially when a global pandemic turns everything upside down. Thank you for
Caitlin, you are the smartest, bravest, and most beautiful woman I have ever met, and I'm so lucky to be married. I promise to cherish every moment we spend together, the good times and the bad, the life-changing events and our everyday routines. I promise to travel the world with you and to make the bed if I'm the last one out. I promise to share epic backpacking trips and to be by your side through personal crisis and global disasters and to try not to leave my socks on the living room floor. I promise to continue to very slowly learn how to cook and help you fighting endless and unwinnable battle against dog hair in our home. I hope that over the course of our lives together, I can make you as happy as you make me. I love you more every day, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you wherever our journey takes us.
Okay, so we're gonna do the I do now. I don't know which order you would like to go. Do you have a preference? Okay, we'll start with Caitlin in the interest of consistency, I guess. Caitlin Schraple, do you take this man, Eric Tannenbaum, to be your lawfully wedded husband? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him through better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health? Do you promise to indulge him on the purchase of unnecessarily expensive backpacking equipment? And do you promise to embrace the pickle mustard sandwich as the superior lunch food, so long as you both shall live? Eric Tannenbaum, do you take this woman, Caitlin Schraple, to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health? Do you promise to put up with her when she is shraping and keep her properly stocked on all the coffee-related paraphernalia as long as you both shall live?
I do.
We're going to bring out the rings now. Can you bear with?
Romy. Romy. Hi.
I will try. Did not want to just make things ahead of time. Oh yeah, this is okay.
Oh, Romy, this is a
Excellent.
good girl.
Okay, there we go. So you can say whatever you like at this point. I would recommend something simple, and just you could say something like, "I give you this ring as a symbol of our love."
I give you this ring as a symbol of our love.
See, it goes from Caitlin.
I give you this ring as a symbol of our love. You're gonna have to. Some rings don't just slide off.
Harder than it was. Harder than it was. All right.
Well, okay. Well, then, by the power invested in me by the Church of the Latter-day Dude and the great state of Washington, it is my honor to now declare you husband and wife. Now kiss.